friends, it's David D. This is Progressive Resistance Media, and if you're new to my channel, you're going to want to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a video notification. I plan on covering candidates through the 2020 primary season, and hopefully can give you a nuanced, progressive outlook on candidates, on policy, and politics in general. So, thanks for being here. Okay, so we have the first casualty of the 2019 primary debate season. So The Hill reports moments ago, quote, Representative Eric Swalwell is dropping out of the 2020 Democratic presidential primary, according to a House Democratic lawmaker close to the congressman. Swalwell is expected to make a formal announcement at press time, 4 p.m. this afternoon. A Washington Post ABC poll conducted June 29th through July 1st showed Swalwell polling at 0% among Democratic primary and caucus voters. End quote. Yeah, it just hasn't been good for Eric Swalwell, and he's calling it quits already. It's all she wrote for Eric Swalwell, and he will give a formal announcement later today about dropping out of the race. And it's just, if you're not... They should drop like flies. With 24 candidates in there, they should start dropping like flies. The people who are polling 0%, the people who are polling 1%, you just can't sustain that for a long period of time. You need the money. You need traction. And if you don't see it happening, if you don't look in your political crystal ball and it's not happening, you better get out of the race and just save money. It just becomes about equity at this point. It doesn't matter what your message is. It matters about money and sustaining yourself through these primaries where you have to get donations. You have to pile up donations. You have to pile up percentages on polls. You really just have to build momentum. And if you have no signs of it, get out. Just forget about it. So, good for Eric Swalwell for getting out. I mean, it's a good thing to get out. It's a smart thing to get out if you're just not going to go anywhere. Another thing about Eric Swalwell, I actually donated money to his campaign. And I'll give you the logic and reason behind that is I want to see weaker candidates up against my candidates. So by getting him on the debate stage, it's going to show my candidates in an even more brighter light than I already believe that they shine themselves with their progressive and populist policies and whatnot. But if I can get people like Eric Swalwell, who for the most part are vacuous centrists. I mean, he had one policy, and it was gun violence, which I agree with. I actually agree with his one policy, but most of it's cliches and platitudes and a bunch of centrist fluff and flowery talk, and it's not going to work. Not in this populist political cycle. So, we hardly knew you, Eric Swalwell, but you did the right thing. And now I just hope there's a whole crop that are going to follow you. The other 1%ers and the 0%ers who are of the centrist persuasions. I know Mike Gravel's polling in 2% in some polls, so we got hope for Mike Gravel. Marianne Williamson is kind of low at 1-2%. Tulsi Gabbard's at 0 to 2%. So they're on the cusp, and I really want them to stay. But folks like Eric Swalwell, it's okay to say, goodbye, arrivederci. Okay, great. Anyways, let me know what you think. Like, share, and subscribe, and click the bell.